11 on the back of their jerseys tonight. You gotta like that. James controls it off the tip for NC State. Starting lineup for the Wolfpack: Isaiah James, Zoe Brooks, Madison Hayes, Maddie Cox, and River Baldwin. They go into Baldwin. Fontana playing the defense. Kick back outside. James thought about the three. Goes down the lane. Shot is up. No good.
Old Dominion's come out in their man-to-man defense, which they've been really successful at so far this year.
You see the ODU lineup: Simone Cunningham, Kay Clark, Jordan McLaughlin, India Buford, and Brenda Fontana. Inside to Cunningham, up, and she connects on the first bucket of the game.
There are some matchups on the floor that are really important for Old Dominion tonight. They start out the game with Kay Clark on James, and that should be a great matchup tonight. Kay's a wonderful defensive player, leads the CAA and, the Sun Belt in steals this season, and of course James is a great offensive player.
Clark got to foul him over to go with the basketball. Tried to go inside to Fontana, went off Baldwin's hand, and it will be Monarch basketball. Changing the lineup for NC State tonight. Mimi Collins had been starting. No reason why she's not starting tonight, just maybe a change of pace, but she had started every game thus far this year for the Wolfpack. McLaughlin. In and out. Good rebound that time by NC State.
Wolfpack has a lot of versatility in the post, so they really can rotate players around.
Hayes inside to Baldwin, her first score of the game, and we're even. Obviously a size advantage for NC State. Foul is called that time on the pick. Goes against Fontana.
That was a late call on that moving screen.
And Coach, if you're playing a team that's got a little bit of a size advantage, what's Old Dominion going to need to do tonight to kind of counter that?
They're going to have to play tough on-ball defense and make sure they're helping on the backside.
Off the James miss, Cunningham with the rebound. Monarchs bring it the other direction. Third-ranked team in the country, NC State, a perfect 11-0 start to begin the season. Fontana shot just off. Baldwin with the board. Here comes Brooks, kicking it into the corner. That's a ball in the hole from Hayes. Madison Hayes with a three. First lead for NC State.
NC State is tough to defend. They can score off the dribble, they can hit threes, and their post game is strong.
Kay Clark down the lane. Went everywhere but down, and James with the rebound, and she'll bring it up the floor. Man-on-man defense. James with a nice fake who gets her first bucket of the game. NC State now with a 5-point advantage. Almost a steal there that time by Hayes. Foul away from the ball, it looked like. It's going to go against Hayes. That'll be her first. And Lynetta Williams will come in for the Monarchs, replacing Cunningham.
Williams gives the Monarchs a little bit more size and should help out a little defensively.
6'3" graduate, played at Memphis, so she's played in some big ball games. Might be an advantage getting her back in the game, and she's also left-handed. Change it up a little bit on the pacing. Shot was blocked a little bit by Baldwin, comes up short, and the Wolfpack on the attack. Brooks, freshman, puts it up and in. Boy, she is an impressive-looking freshman.
She's had a strong start to the season for a freshman.
Averaging 10.1 a game. That shot off the mark. Brooks brings it up again. NC State has 5 folks scoring double figures and one that's right underneath. Shot is missed, the rebound up, and it's no good either. Old Dominion coming back, trying to get something going. Scored the first bucket, then it's been quiet. 9 straight points. Fontana, 3. Nothing but the bottom of the basket. That was a huge bucket for the Monarchs. Brooks working against McLaughlin, going inside the ball when he had great position. Good pass, good bucket.
Baldwin also almost didn't recognize how wide open she was when she caught the basketball.
Baldwin with 4 of the 11. Fontana says once, how about twice? How about twice? Another 3 for Brenda Fontana.
We've said this a lot this season, but she really elevated her game over the summer. And she really has done well stepping back and hitting the 3.
Second foul against Kay Clark. We've got a timeout on the floor. That guy's team right there. That's Wes Moore, head coach in his 11th season. His overall record coaching is 8-11 and 250.
I'd say that's pretty good.
That's pretty strong. And Donovan Classic, you'll be hearing a lot about that during the night. But Wes Moore's done an outstanding job at NC State, really everywhere he's been. Kick out. Mimi Collins had just checked in wearing number 2 and coming off the bench for the first time this year. And maybe just getting a little anxious to do something with it. Mallory Collier also has checked in wearing number 42 for NC State. Mimi McAllister checks in. Nice stop. Couldn't get the ball to go in the hole, though. Tipped away. Play by Buford to knock it out of bounds. Kay Clark having to sit now with 2 fouls, 2 early fouls.
Typically, that spelled bad news for the Monarchs when she's on the bench in foul trouble.
Hayes working the right side, kicks it back out. It's a 3-point attempt off the back rim that time from James. It'll be North Carolina State basketball, known as NC State basketball. James underneath, kicks it to Collier. Collier with Fontana all over him. Fontana gets the steal. Buford gonna get a foul that time on James.
Old Dominion is still trying to find their rhythm offensively.
Officiating crew tonight of Ryan Durham, Kylie Galloway, and Roy Jackson. Say clean up the floor just a tad so we can continue play.
NC State is deceiving defensively. They're not putting a ton of pressure on the basketball, but they're so long and lengthy that they're able to cover a lot of ground.
Williams' shot is no good. Hayes brings it up. NC State, a lot of options with folks to bring the ball up the floor. Inside to Collier. Collier has it knocked away on the floor by Buford. It's a jump ball, possession error in the favor of Old Dominion. Coach Jones thought that was a foul on the floor, but it wasn't called.
That was a great drop down on the post by Buford to get that tie up.
Anna Orji checks in for Old Dominion, 6'2" senior from California.
Anytime post player puts a ball on the floor like that, guards are taught to drop down and swarm the basketball.
Something you said earlier, too, that Coach Jones might decide to go with some taller folks inside, and she's got two of her tallest players right on the inside right now. Orji with a screen. McLaughlin off the front rib. Hayes gets a lot of rebounds. She finds a way to get to the ball very often. Back to the inside, knocked away as trying to go into Baldwin, but good defense again by the Monarchs.
That was great help on the backside by McLaughlin.
Three-pointer, in and out from McAllister. Good hustling rebound. Orji puts it up and in.
That was a great rebound by Orji. She stuck with it and finished strong with the left hand.
Lead is 1 for NC State. It had been as big as 7 just a few moments ago. Collins with it. Go back inside to Baldwin. Baldwin, one of those averaging in double figures. Trying to make a move. Dumps it off to Hayes. Could be 3 seconds in the lane. That's a call.
Thing that I've liked about this Old Dominion team this year is against good teams, they seem to step up and play better basketball.
Remind you again, Kay Clark, who's 10th in the country in steals, has missed a lot of this quarter with 2 quick fouls. Monarchs with a chance to take the lead. Ball was tipped away.
That's where you get yourself in trouble offensively when you're a little smaller. Get too deep with the basketball and try to make an air pass over the defenders.
James connects. She has 4. The lead is now 3. Three-point attempt. Short. Nice attempt to get it back up, and no good by McAllister.
NC State spreading the floor. Spacing looks great.
Kick back. Really spreading the floor. Three-point attempt long. Baldwin with it. She's going to get the bucket. A lot of the Old Dominion fans hoping it was a charge against McLaughlin. Not called. Long 3 attempt.
Great hustle by McAllister.
Yeah. Buford trying to get something going offensively. McLaughlin pass inside. Orji put it up, couldn't get it in. Collins with the board. Brooks. Around to Collins to James, back to Brooks. Three-point attempt is nothing but the bottom of the basket. Wow.
That was a great shot by the freshman. McLaughlin had great defensive position on her. You can't do anything better than that defensively. That was just a great shot.
No, she doesn't play like a freshman.
She plays with no fear.
Exactly. A three-point attempt hit by Orji. Orji's come in and made a big impact already, and a big three-point bucket from the Naismith Trophy for Player of the Year. First female to do that, 1983. All-time leading scorer, and was an assistant coach here from 87 to 97 under Wendy Larry, who we hope to have us join at halftime. Back as we start the second quarter. Inside, that's Baldwin with the left hand. Pretty good defense. Shot rolled around, wouldn't go down.
Old Dominion has done a great job in the post defensively. It's a big shot by Salat coming off the bench.
Three-pointer by Halima Salat, and the lead is just 2 now. Foul going to be called all the way on the outside. It is going to go against Orji. That's her first. Threes are the way you can stay in a game like this. You've got to hit the threes if you're Old Dominion.
and you need to take advantage of the easy little chip shots.
Hayes, front rim, back rim, hauled in by Williams. Salat out front. Williams going to get called for the travel. We read a lot of those things with Ann Donovan. There's a whole lot more to that, but just wanted to make sure that you know the stature of who Ann Donovan was.
Not only did she accomplish all those things at Old Dominion, she also won 2 gold medals as a player in the Olympics and 1 as a head coach.
Coaching one Delisha Milton-Jones in the 2008 Olympics. Michaela Brown, 24, making her first appearance in the game, and Fontana is checked back in wearing 55. There was a little size advantage there as Hayes was going up against McAllister.
Hayes is listed at 6 foot. McAllister at 5'5".
Little bit of a height advantage there. Ball kicked around on the floor. Jump ball is called. The possession arrow is in the favor of Old Dominion. Good job of hustling by Michaela Brown, who checked in just a few minutes ago.
Michaela got hurt a few games ago at Old Dominion, so we see her tonight in the knee brace, which may be slowing her down a bit.
There's a discussion, it seems like, of who the possession arrow was in the favor of, because now the official is over there having that discussion. They're still trying to...
I think it's the shot clock they're looking at, or the game clock.
Right now we look like we've got it straight. Shot clock finally working. Fontana trying for her third 3, and this is Brenda Fontana 3-night, and the Monarchs have their first lead since 2-0 at 1918. Fontana with 9. Good pressure along the line here.
Defensively, Old Dominion is working hard.
Brooks hit with a charging foul. Old Dominion basketball, and the crowd is coming alive here.
That was a great help on penetration by Salat.
Zia James checking back in. Well, if you're going to pull off an upset against the 3rd-ranked team in America, you've got to do everything you can right. Everything.
And so far, Old Dominion's answering the call.
McLaughlin out front, working against James. All the way across Fontana. A little more defense on her that time. She went inside with the pass. Brooks was there and said, nope, not going to happen. Hayes with the steal.
That was a tough pass for Brown to catch.
Hayes, the basket is called off. They're going to call her for an offensive foul. That's her second.
Coach Moore is not in favor of that call.
So Old Dominion with the basketball after getting the offensive foul against NC State. And Coach Moore is still having a chawing session with the official. Inside to Michaela Brown, working against Baldwin. Has it just blocked right back.
That's a tall task, shooting over Baldwin.
Lacey Steele in the game. She's got the ball right now. Another freshman in the game. James wanted to pick, got it. Going to get the foul that time on Michaela Brown. Zoe Brooks back into the contest for Hayes. I think Coach Moore is still saying some words to the official.
I've seen a couple calls today that I thought should have gone the opposite way for both teams.
Steele had a lot of hands trying to take the ball. She manages to hang on to it. The shot clock under 5 now. James down the lane. She's going to draw the foul. Salat hit with the foul.
Old Dominion's been able to keep up with the intensity so far this first half.
James to the line. And this is where NC State is awfully good as a team, 72%. James, very good shooter, only at 67, which is surprising to me. It's 2. NC State regains the lead. McLaughlin all the way outside. Salat kicking it to Fontana. Just off the front rim. She was going for a 4th 3 of the night. James hustling the other way. It's going to be an offensive foul on James.
That was great footwork by Jordan McLaughlin. It's a close call, but Jordan did a great job staying in front of the basketball.
(2019) third-ranked team in the country here at Old Dominion tonight. Michaela Brown working against Baldwin. Tried it with the left hand twice. It's been blocked by Baldwin.
Michaela can't go over top. She's got to find a way to go underneath.
Brooks. Brown with a rebound. Here come the Monarchs. A lot more patience this time out of Old Dominion for this game than some of the earlier games. Kim, a lot more patience.
Yeah, and offensively, they've done a nice job of getting high percentage shots.
Fontana shot off the rim. She thought she was fouled, but the foul was not called. Comes a freshman, Brooks. Stop, pop, it drops. Give her the 3 on that one.
That's tough to defend.
Brooks now with 8 for NC State. I don't think you can keep that freshman on the bench a long time. She sat a little while, but boy, she's really taken advantage of getting a starting spot. Fontana off the mark that time. Hit her first 3 and has missed the second 2 attempts of a 3-pointer. Collins working against Fontana. Gets it out. Tipped off Fontana. It'll be NC State basketball. Simone Cunningham will check back into the game for the Monarchs. We've got a timeout on the floor. We will take one as well. NC State, third-ranked team in the country, leading Old Dominion 23rd
Established her
this week. I didn't know.
Wonderful, legendary career. I am now the head coach. It's such a prideful and honorable position to be in. And being able to call her my Olympic coach, and now I'm the coach at the institution she played for, it has all come full circle.
Old Dominion with the steal. Buford, layup, won't go. Back to Williams. All around, it won't go down. Jump ball, possession in the favor of NC State. And if you couldn't tell, that was Delisha Milton-Jones talking about playing for Ann Donovan when they won the Olympic gold medal back in 2008. A lot of connections with a lot of folks in this arena tonight. 4-point lead as we approach the 4-minute mark of the first half. NC State with the lead and the basketball. Brooks, Collins. That'll be a foul away from the ball against Salat. And Salat is quickly getting into some foul trouble too. That's her second.
A big stat so far this evening is a rebound discrepancy. Right now, NC State has 20 rebounds to Old Dominion's 9.
Freshman Lacey Steele goes to the free throw line, connects, 75% free throw shooter. She's averaging 5.1 points a game, but starting to get more and more playing time as the year goes along. She hits her second one, averaging 15 minutes a game playing, so she's starting to get in that rotation. 6-point lead now for the Wolfpack.
If you watch NC State's defense, they play pretty conservatively with their post players. So when the shot goes up by Old Dominion, they've got 3 kids on the floor, 6'3" or bigger, to rebound the basketball.
And call a foul on Cunningham, and that looked like a lot of folks just kind of falling hither and thither and wind up with the call of the foul, and that'll send James back to the line. And for the first time this year, Jenny Nickum-Wamsey checks into the game wearing number 23. She had been injured, but this is her first time to get in the contest. 6'1" junior.
She adds nice size to the Old Dominion lineup.
James trying for her second. Comes away off on that, but a strong rebound by Collins. And a foul is going to go bingo right against Buford. This is when you don't want to start getting fouls late in the first half. Freebies, I believe you call those.
That was a bad foul by Old Dominion.
James again averaging 16.4 points a game. As we've mentioned, she's from around these parts, Virginia Beach, Princess Anne, a lot of folks in Princess Anne here tonight. Like the last time at the line, hitting the first one, missing the second one.
Nickum-Wamsey did a better job on that free throw, boxing out. Old Dominion gave up the offensive rebound the possession before.
Three-pointer from Buford. No good. Brooks with a rebound. Kicking it way down the floor. James, a nice job to haul it home, but couldn't get the shot to fall. Old Dominion hadn't scored in a while. They took a 19-18 lead at the 8:21 mark, but since then it has been all NC State until Williams hits that bucket. The first of the night. Shot is up and good from James.
James is so smooth getting to the rim.
Timeout is taken by Jaleisha Milton-Jones.
This Old Dominion team has shot in the 3-ball better this season. So far tonight, the guards have had trouble getting on track, but the post players have kept them in the game by knocking down threes.
We haven't talked a lot about this, but for Old Dominion, Kate Clark going out this 8-point advantage here as we hit the 2:30 mark of the first half.
The problem with a game like this, a couple lapses defensively can put you in the hole pretty quickly. And then we see there, small guards going to the rim. They get in trouble when they get too deep.
McAllister was trying to get back to the middle with it, but too many red jerseys to get it back to anybody. Brooks against McLaughlin, going inside to Baldwin. Baldwin with a nice fake, gets a nice bucket. Baldwin has 8, very quietly 8.
That's just a great post move. Fake to the middle, step through, finish with her left hand.
The lead now is 10. Old Dominion's got to get some points here before the half hits and get something on the board.
It's just been a struggle offensively in this second quarter. Too long of a stretch without hitting shots.
McAllister's shot off the mark, too. Other side, long by Collins. Here comes McAllister.
Collins got away with a walk on that shot.
Buford. Three's just not going down. Tried that shot a second ago. Collins did not miss it this time. 3-point. The lead explodes now to 13.
This is a big possession for Old Dominion.
NC State outscoring Old Dominion in this quarter 16-5 right now. This is a huge possession. Williams with it, driving. Kicks it back out. McLaughlin with 2 on the shot clock. Back rim. Steele with it. Almost a steal, but not quite. And NC State can run this down a pretty good ways before they got to get a shot off. 10 on the shot clock. Brooks starting to move with the offense. Kicks it to the corner. The drive and the basket. What a play by Madison Hayes. Woo.
That was a strong take to the rim, got the defender off her feet, and was able to get by her.
Fontana, Orji check back in for Old Dominion. Hayes is a 6-foot senior from Chattanooga, and she just does a lot of things right on offense and on defense. Misses a free throw. Fontana gets it. 7 seconds on the clock. McLaughlin driving down the lane. Kicks it for the 3. No good. Pushed back from Buford. Would not fall. So an 18-5 run in the second quarter has given NC State a 36-20.
More than one shot, and they're capable of doing that. Simone Cunningham can really rebound the basketball. If you look back at the keys of the game, NC State's been able to control the pace. They definitely have attacked the rim offensively, and they've made Old Dominion take shots that they probably want Old Dominion to take.
So we start the second half. McLaughlin is in the game. Kate Clark is back in the game. That's Brenda Fontana with the basketball. Simone Cunningham also on the floor, as well as India Buford.
It's nice to see Kay back in the game.
River Baldwin with it to Isaiah James. Going inside to Mimi Collins. Zoe Brooks also on the floor. The turnaround jumper is good. Madison Hayes, the other starter for the second half, and Baldwin continues to play. She now has 10.
There's not much that Fontana can do with that shot.
Baldwin is difficult to guard close to the basket. She really can move around that basket well. Kay Clark misses her second one after coming out, sitting out after most of the first half. And Kay's got to get something going to kind of help the offense for Old Dominion. James against McLaughlin.
McLaughlin's played great on-ball defense so far tonight.
Fontana falls down, and the shot is good from Brooks. Brooks now with 10. Three folks in double figures already.
Yeah, she's a confident player. You can tell when she catches the basketball, she doesn't have any fear.
Buford down the lane. Can't get it to go in. Hit the out-of-bounds line, and it'll be NC State basketball. Just looked like in that second quarter, NC State kind of found another gear, and it just kind of was a shock hit to Old Dominion.
It starts with knocking down shots for Old Dominion, and if they weren't able to knock down the shot, they weren't getting a second attempt.
Collins, James. Going to be a travel called. A little too quick on the step. I don't know if we'll get a shot of James' shoes, but she has 757 written on those shoes. I kind of like that. 757 is area code here in this area. So the 757, as it's known.
Yeah,
Clark
she has custom
lane.
Adidas.
Comes NC State again.
And Cunningham is fronting Baldwin in the post.
Stop and pop back. And a rebound, chasing it down. And look at that basket by James. Good gracious.
And see, that's what Old Dominion can't do. James missed the three-point shot, but then Old Dominion missed the box out, and they were able to get a second attempt.
Fontana's shot is long. Cunningham with a rebound. Kay Clark again. Kay's trying to get back on track after missing a lot of the first half. Nice pass, my goodness. Brooks, give her the pass, the bucket from Madison Hayes. She has 7. Clark to the hole, puts it up and in. Kay needed that. Old Dominion needed that. First
Kay
points
came
of it,
up
and
with a steal there just by applying pressure in the backcourt.
McLaughlin missed 2 she normally doesn't miss, and that won't hurt Clark in her 10th spot in the country for steals. That's what she can do, just so easily. Buford, nice fake, trying to go to the basket, gets a foul against River Baldwin. That's her first.
That was a good take by Buford. She was able to pick up that foul. I thought she was going to reverse it to protect the basketball, but she still was able to draw the foul.
Basket by Kay Clark was the first points for Old Dominion in the second half. Hits 2. Buford 83% from the free throw line. Pressure this time, but James kind of sneaks away. Easy inbound, up and over the defender, going to Baldwin, kicks it back out. Bingo for Mimi Collins.
That's what you call inside-out basketball.
You can't play it much better than that. Good pass inside.
Cunningham had the layup on the left side of the rim, but turned back to the middle.
Simone tried to turn, and it didn't work. What a spin move by Brooks. Cunningham wins the battle of the ball on that one.
That's what Cunningham brings to the floor.
Stolen away. James again. Got a big call with a walk again. She's so quick that she moves, and sometimes more than one foot's moving. McLaughlin back in. Clark take a seat. Orji, who played good in the first half, is back on the floor as well. Monarchs with the basketball. Inbounds. Orji working against Baldwin, up under. Baldwin again. Boy, she's got like 5 or 6 blocks today. Traveling again. This time it's on Brooks, and Coach Moore again not happy.
Just a little pressure Old Dominion's been able to apply full court's caused some problems so far for NC State.
Well, like you said, changing it up sometimes works.
Yeah, they don't have a true point guard on the floor with Rivers out of the game.
McLaughlin shot off the mark. Might have hurried that shot just a little bit. Had a lot more time than that with nobody in front of her.
It looks like the shot's coming off Jordan's hand a little wonky.
NC State pushing it. Tell you what, though, Brooks is some kind of freshman. We both have said that all night. Trying to go inside, and Orgy's going to get hit with a foul. They were trying to go to Baldwin, and Orgy hit.
A lot of banging going on down there in the post. Brooks had good position on the block.
There you saw it again. Inbounds pass, Baldwin. She has 12. McLaughlin, yes.
That looked right coming off Jordan's hand.
It's her first bucket of the night, if you can believe that.
And she has a great mid-range game.
To get Old Dominion back in it, McLaughlin's going to have to start hitting a lot of those. Smart by NC State right now. Just slow the ball down, slow the game down. The pass goes to Baldwin, who hits yet another one. Good pass from Brooks.
Still gets 4 tickets, so she took the tickets of every player on the team.
And I'm sure they all gave it to her without any problem. But
yes.
Still, we're using that. You know, you take all you can. Buford down the lane, kicks it for the three-pointer. Too long, coming off the hand of McAllister. Back the other side. That one goes in and out for Hayes. Three-pointer from Buford is good. It's her first 3 of the night. She had 15 Sunday against VCU.
McAllister and Buford can get hot from three-point range. This is the time Old Dominion needs it.
Down 21, you got to get on the horse right now. Went inside to Baldwin, had it knocked away, but back inside, Hayes had a height advantage. They saw it, she went up and gets the foul.
Yeah, that's just a smart play by Hayes. You see her cut back door. She knows she has McAllister defending her, and that's just a tough task for McAllister.
Here it is again, Coach.
Yeah, you can't do a lot with that if you're McAllister.
She could complete the three-point play. And she does. McLaughlin, short. Baldwin with a tip. Ball bounced around. Collins away with it. James thought about the three. Drops it for Collins. Nope. Kay Clark back in the game. McLaughlin. Fontana, 3 threes in the first. That's her first in the second. That puts her into double figures with 12.
It would be interesting to see how NC State would defend Old Dominion if Old Dominion spread 5 out on the three-point line.
That's a good thought, Coach. I got to agree with you on that one.
Well, both post players Old Dominion has on the floor have hit threes tonight. So if they can knock down a three, spread them out and see if the posts come out and play, it would open up lanes potentially to the basket for the guards.
Williams checks in for Orgy. We told you about the way that the North Carolina State spreads the offense. 4 folks in double figures, and the 5th one has 8.
Yeah, they share the ball well, as does Old Dominion.
Williams couldn't get a handle on the pass. Brooks does. Look at that one-handed. Brooks now with 12. Kind of an errant pat to start with. I don't think Kay Clark knew it was coming from McLaughlin. Simone Cunningham to check back in. Williams will check out. And Maddie Cox, another one of those 6 freshmen on this team for NC State. 6'2" freshman from Flower Mound, Texas. Fontana trying to pick, having a hard time with everybody else. Knocked out of bounds. It was off Old Dominion last. It'll be Wolfpack basketball.
A little too much dribbling.
Under 2 minutes to go in the third.
NC State's taking time, running some time off before the shot.
There's another 3. Madison Hayes now with 11, and you have 5 folks fully in double figures. That is impressive.
Yeah, and they have 5 on their team that average double figures. One thing we haven't said a lot about tonight is arguably the best player, or one of the 2 best players on the team, has been out the last 3 games for NC State, and Sanaya Rivers.
And when she gets healthy, look out.
Yeah, she had
the foul.
Sanaya Rivers started the season with 33 points against UConn.
Was averaging 13.7 before the injury, but that injury has opened the door for Zoe Brooks to come in and really play. So that gives NC State more options going forward, because after tonight, guess what? The season gets real for the Wolfpack. They'll be on the road on the 31st of December at Virginia to play the Cavaliers to begin their ACC quest. Another free throw connected by James. About 2. Old Dominion still trying to just find some kind of offense, but boy, NC State's turned up the defense as well, too. Joy Campbell in the game wearing 0. Down the lane, going to be a foul called. That's going to go against Lacey Steele, who checked into the game. The foul was against Mimi McAllister. And Joy Campbell will inbound. Campbell, left free throw. Nope. Good hustle by Fontana.
That's what Old Dominion needs to do, is hit the offensive glass.
It's one of the few times tonight that's happened. From behind, Brooks knocks it out of Fontana's hand and goes the length of the court, draws a foul on the other end. I got to be honest, Coach, Zoe Brooks is impressed me all night long.
Offensively, at least in this game, you can't see too many weaknesses in her game. She has a good mid-range game. She takes the ball to the basket hard. She's shifty with the basketball, and she knocks down threes.
Plays a little defense, too. I mean, she's pretty complete for a freshman. Clock winding down on the quarter. Campbell goes in. They're going to call a charging foul against Joy Campbell. 3.2 seconds before the third quarter is done. Not even going to get a good shot at it. How about half court? Cox is off the mark. You can tell it's bad sweater night tonight. Coach, we didn't put on any bad sweaters, and it's probably a good idea. NC State ranked 3rd in the country, and you've got a real good dose of why they are. Old Dominion has fought hard, but just not enough firepower in the tank tonight.
That little hezzy dribble by James is why she can get to the rim so well.
Foul away from the ball. I think that's going to go against Collier, and it does. I'll give you a stat. You're going to love this. Of those 5 folks we were talking about in double figures, they have 60 of the 62 points for NC State. Kay Clark in and out. So it's Baldwin, James, Hayes, Brooks, and Collins. 60 of the 62. James running it out front. Over in the corner. Shot is connected again by Hayes.
That was a little bit too easy, that possession for NC State.
Hayes now with 14. Shares the team lead with James. Whistle. Foul called. That's going to go against Lacey Steele. Well, they changed it and said it was Collier, even though it's Steele that's fallen all over. I'm not sure about that one either.
Some of the calls have been a little questionable tonight.
That one probably should have been a little easier with a number there, but it's okay.
She got fouled, but I believe she was pushed from behind.
Yep. Williams turned around the board. That did everything but go down. Kay Clark gonna get a steal, but a foul instead. James went down hard, but getting up okay. That's her 3rd foul. James, when she comes out in a hurry trying to break on the basketball. She is really hustling to get out on the floor. Steele out front. James kicked into Maddie Cox. Another one of those freshmen. James with a wild shot, but she threw it up just because she knew she was getting the foul. And it goes against McAllister.
NC State has so many weapons on the floor. If you take away the post game, they kick it out for the 3. If you get up close and defend the ball hard, you're liable to get beat off the dribble.
James with another free throw complete. Make it 2.
I believe NC State has shot 19 free throws tonight, and Old Dominion has shot 2.
Tough to win with that. Joy Campbell. Buford for a long 3. Front rim. Hayes with it. Had it knocked away, but held on to it. Gets it to Steele. Foul inside against Williams as Collier was trying to get position. Halima Salat checking in for McAllister. James. Collier with a rebound. Stepped on the line.
One of the things that I felt like would be important for Old Dominion tonight was to go hard offensively and challenge NC State. And you can tell by them having shot 2 free throws so far this game, they've had a tough time doing that. In their defense, NC State is so much bigger that there have been times they've challenged them and they've just had their shots blocked by NC State's post players.
Coach Moore just took Zia James out of the game, and the crowd pulling for her, family, friends, and rest of the NC State folks giving her a nice round of applause. She's had a very good game at home. Turnaround jumper off the mark for Cox. She may not be back James may be done for the night.
I probably would not risk an injury in a game like this at this point.
Salat managed to get back in a hand on it. Buford's shot. Back rim. Another foul on Williams. Collister checks in, as does Michaela Brown. And there she is along the bench there. Zia James. Yeah, I think she's fairly happy with her night.
Old Dominion sitting in a 2-3.
Not a bad idea to change it up a little bit. Steele for 3. Well,
but that's the problem when you play a zone.
Yeah, it is.
Shooters live to see a zone.
Yep. Well, I was trying to use that change-up idea. Just change it up a minute. They recognized it very quickly. NC State is a very good basketball team. McCollister in the land of the Giants can't get anything done. Michaela Brown's attempt knocked down too, and NC State has it again. Coach, you've been around a lot of good basketball here at Old Dominion and across women's basketball. How good do you think this NC State team really is? I think they're pretty good.
Yeah, I think top 3 ranking is well deserved at this point. And the game that we've seen tonight, just remember that Zania Rivers is on the bench.
Yeah. Yeah. Think about that for just a moment. As we told you, Rivers hadn't played the last 3 games. She's averaging 13.7 when she's playing, and playing 29 minutes a game.
Yeah, Rivers started her career at South Carolina and played a season before transferring to NC State. As we said earlier, she started off this year with 33 points against UConn.
I think they're a really good basketball team, and a win tonight would be just the 5th time in 50 years of history for basketball at NC State for the ladies to be unbeaten in the non-conference schedule before the tournament. Well, as I call it, you start the tournament now when you get into conference play. I mean, you're really setting yourself up.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on at this point. A technical was called.
And I'm not sure who it was called on or what was called on it, but it looks like it might have been against either Coach Jones or the bench or somebody on the floor. But Coach Jones is having a lot of discussion with the official over there.
The technical foul may have been on Coach Jones.
Cox misses the first one. Hits a second. Well, the official that made the call was way under the basket when it was made. So, interesting tech. 3-point. Hayes with another one.
NC State's putting the ball inside and kicking it out for that easy 3-point shot.
Pass inside. Michaela Brown trying like crazy to get it up. Kind of a half hook shot, throwing it up, gets the foul by Collier. And when Michaela's gotten in tonight, she has really struggled to get the ball up because the defense just so strong.
She's had a tough time around the rim.
Katie Penuetta checks in from Vancouver, 6'2" junior, as that will probably be the night for Madison Hayes checking out. Kayla hits the first one. And the second.
Well, Dominion is 4 for 4 from the free throw line tonight.
You know, you can play some of the starters a little bit longer tonight. And I think that's what Coach Moore did, because you've got 11 days really before you play that first conference game. And now you got a lot of young folks on the floor.
Yeah, and he's given them a nice long break around Christmas time. They're not coming back after this game until the 27th, I believe.
We got a break in the action, so we'll take a timeout as well. We'll come back. 4:57 remaining in our contest.
A holiday break.
Is it ever?
I would be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to the Nansman Suffolk Academy basketball team here tonight, since that's my daytime job.
Lacey Steele hits 2, 4 freshmen, and one who is not for NC State. How about that? And they look really good.
You know, Old Dominion came out, and I thought they did a great job defensively. They were trying to take away the post play, but NC State is just so strong that they were able to find other ways to score, and it's just been a tough night for Old Dominion.
So the only non-freshman has the basketball. That's Katie Pinuetta. The rest on the floor for NC State are freshmen. Foul's going to be called that time against the 4th foul included with that against Mimi McAllister. Steele back to the free throw line, and she hit 2 the first. I wouldn't be shocked if she hits 2 more with that shooting.
Steele and McAllister have traded fouls at both ends of the floor a couple times tonight.
The men playing, I think they had a game at 5 o'clock today, so that's a few hours from now. I may be wrong with the exact start time in that tournament out there. You know, you may start a little late anyway. McLaughlin with a shot.
Great pull up by Jordan.
We wish them well in that 3-day tournament. Coach Jeff Jones' team. Another connection by Lacey Steele. Steele now in double figures too, so 6 Wolfpack players are in double figures. Brown, turnaround, left hand. Boy, that one rolled all the way around before it went in, but Michaela Brown, she needed that. It had been a while. She tried to get a lot of shots up, and she finally got one to go.
She did. She's playing against someone that's closer to her height, and she was able to go by her and finish.
Gets the foul there as Mallory Collier got the rebound and put it back up. Collier, a freshman from Tennessee, 6'3". Wamsey back into the game. First game we've seen her play all year, and it's just good to have her on the court.
Yeah, we weren't sure if she was going to play or not this season because we hadn't seen any activity from her.
She can be a big help going into conference play. 6'1" junior who's had some playing experience, so she could be a big help down the road.
Yeah, she had great stats coming out of junior college.
McAllister trying to line folks up. Driving the left side, kicks it back out. Salat has it rejected. Ball is kicked back. Pinuetta can't get it to go in. Cox made the initial steal, and then almost another quick bucket. Salat with a fake. McLaughlin stepped on the line along the sideline and shot no good. So now Lizzie Williamson from Australia, 6'5" graduate, is checked in wearing number 15, and at that point that's everybody on the bench. But look at here, we didn't think that Isaiah James would come back in the game, but she is going to come in with 2:39 to go. Looked like they gave her the curtain call. She must have asked to come back in.
I think she'll probably play 30 seconds or so, and he'll get her out to an ovation.
And she's a long way from the ball, too, unless she gets wide open like that. Short. Orgy with a rebound. Ahead, kicked across. Orgy with 3.
That's her second 3 of the night.
You know what? You're right. If those inside can get outside, you don't know what might happen. Timeout is taken by NC State. We'll take a break as well. And there's the curtain call you were talking about for Isaiah James. We're back with the final 2:02 attendance tonight. Look at that number, 3874. Boy, that's a great number for the game tonight. Thank everybody for coming out and being a part of it.
It looks like there are a lot more NC State fans in the building than there really are. Tonight was ugly Christmas sweater night at Old Dominion.
So we mentioned Lizzie Williamson. She comes in and she gets a bucket. Wamsey trying to do something. She looks strong going to the basket there, gets the foul. 6 players in double figures for NC State tonight. And by 17 with Madison Hayes. Isaiah James had 16, 12 for River Baldwin, 13 for Zoe Brooks, Mimi Collins with 10, and Lacey Steele 11.
And NC State has shot over 50% from the 3-point line. Tough to beat when you shoot the ball that well.
Wamsey connects on her first free throw. Really looking forward to seeing what she can do as the team start into conference play.
I think she's going to be a good addition for the Monarchs.
Starting to wind it down with the clock as we hit 1:30. Went back inside trying to go to Williamson again, and good steal by the Monarch defense.
You see Old Dominion in the throwback jerseys tonight in recognition of the Ann Donovan Classic. The only thing that's wrong on the jersey is it should say Lady Monarchs.
Correct, yeah. Evie Nikolova is also in the game. Williamson drives and draws the foul. Back of every jersey it says Donovan, if you didn't notice it earlier in the game.
And you notice no one on Old Dominion's team wears number 22, which was Donovan's number.
While we got a minute with free throws, I want to give a special shout out to our broadcast crew tonight. Daniel White, Andrew Hughes, Boise Hayes, those 2 guys kind of direct and produce everything for us. Alan Beaver, Paul Briggs, Chris Stansel, Matthew Judkins, Chris Ross, and Vinu Dasari. Thank you all so much for a great job this evening. Kim and I appreciate all your help. As those who are watching, we wanted to thank you tonight. Second one is good, 84-45, as we hit the 1-minute mark in the contest. Think if you would have told Old Dominion fans that you could be 8-2 the first 10 as Nikolova hits a 3. That's her specialty. I think folks would have been happy with that, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. They've gotten off to a great start this year. I love the fact that they're playing NC State. This was a staple on the schedule back in the glory days of Old Dominion.
Penna went with a 3, and as she shot it, she thought it was too hard, but then it just off the backboard and went in.
Shouldn't count unless you call it.
Well, somebody's going to call that good.
I think they're going to count it.
Yeah, almost, but not quite. Fake, try it again. Long again. Chase down. Orgy going to the hoop.
Nice
Strong
move.
Yes, nice
Good finish
bucket.
with her left hand. Hard work by Orgy to come up with that offensive rebound.
We're clicking down to the final as NC State is going to go to 12-0, and as we told you, just the 5th time in the 50-year history of the program to start out that way. They win it 87-50. Kim, final comments.
Well, I think everybody got their money's worth tonight. This NC State team is for